Hello. Um, so in order to get the tree up, I had to put a lot of my artifacts away. I mean, they're just like over in a box, but yeah, they take up a lot of space and a lot of my time. So, but I took those two out, and then something came in the mail, and I was like, "What are these?" And then it came to me, oh, dowsing rods. I don't know. I was watching people have fun with them. Um, so if it doesn't bother you too much, I'm just going to do this for entertainment purposes only because I found like I have some questions. I'm going to put these ones. So let's talk about this one. I found this at the base of Kent Falls. And I sometimes I gravitate to things and I don't even know what they are or don't even see what they are until I pick it up and take it home and wash it a little bit. And this turned out to be a sloth tooth that's been carved. And if you don't believe me, I've shown it in other videos where I lined it up against one that's a little more obvious and it has the same angles. Like this would have been the grind surface up here, um, but it's a wolf head this way with the eye, the ear, cheekbone, nose, mouth. Turn it that way. There's actually a faint eye. I also can see some carvings on this side. Actually two different things there, kind of like maybe a cat that's crouching. I don't, there's different things. There's something on that side. You can kind of see it like another animal head. This one's just too pretty to put away because the garnets on it. But if I hold it this way, there's a kind of animal head here too with the ear there and the nose here. That could be a lot of things, so it's kind of hard to speculate. But look at up here. You know what animal? Just looking in this, and with that big like fur up here. I'm just gonna say it like it kind of looks like camelops. The camel. There was a giant camel in prehistoric times, but it could be anything. It could be another sloth. It could be wow, you can even see it does have some lip shape up there. There's a little more detail there than I ever really expected, but again, there's not much to go on. It's very rough. Maybe that too. You see the animal head there. But what's most beautiful is you have to turn it at an angle, but you'd see that beautiful effigy. Not to mention these big almandine garnets. Okay, so back to these. So I thought maybe I should try asking a few questions. And so I'm new at this. I'm really not good at coming up with questions, but there are a lot of things. I'll just put them in. I'll put the sloth tooth in front of me, and then let's do it this way. And I'm going to try to keep it as steady as possible. And I don't like to play games, I don't like to like try to make I don't want to screw around like that. Okay, so like I said, I'm new at this. I'm not big on this. Okay, so is this sloth tooth? And I can really feel that pull. There it goes. There it goes. I could feel that pull. Thank you. Um, was this made? Well, let's ask the next question. Was there a comet that caused climate change um, that ended the ice age? Is the Younger Dryas comet impact theory real? Hmm. Yes. Maybe it doesn't happen the same way that we think. Is that true? I think it keeps going in a little bit more. Okay. Thank you. So next question. Let's just ask it something that would, okay, was this carving made after the comets landed? Uh, was this carved after? No. 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 I did it that way because I wanted a negative answer. Um, was this, try to keep that steady. Okay. No swinging either way. Was this tooth carved before? Yeah, you knew what I was going to ask. Was it carved before the comet, the impact? So the Younger Dryas, okay. Did the comet hit that ended the ice age about 12,800 years ago? Did the comet, were there several comets that crashed onto the Earth? More than one. Yeah, there we go. Okay, I like this. Um, so that's pretty old. Um, are any of our religious texts or philosophies connected to any of these artifacts? Are any of our religious texts and philosophies connected? No. That's something I've been trying to tell people. Stop trying to connect any of these with, like, Bible stories or philosophies. Our civilization only goes back about 6,000 years. Um, that's kind of interesting to know. Um, here's a good question to ask. Did humans, I'm going to straighten that out. Did humans cause, this one wants to answer questions. Did humans cause the extinction of all the megafauna in the New World, in Did humans cause the extinction of the mammoth, the megatherium? Did humans cause this extinction? Are they the sole reason these animals died out? And I did actually ask this question earlier. I didn't get an answer. So I know what I want to ask on that one. Was it climate change that caused the extinction of the megafauna, the mammoths, the mastodons, the many of the animals that they saw, the giant sloth? Yep, thank you. Is there any more questions? For those of us who are, do we have special gifts? Those of us who actually see, are we channeling spirits? Those of us who see the images and the artifacts, is it because we are channeling spirits? The seers. For those of us that can actually see, are we being led to see the images in the artifacts? This is a tricky question, because maybe not everybody, maybe some people see it naturally without the help of spirit. I think I'm getting a little bit of a yes here. Are some of us, okay, yes, so some of us are channeling, some of us, okay. I thought, let's maybe ask that again. Do some of us channel spirits? Do some of the seers channel spirits? Yeah. Is this harmful in any way? No. Nope. I could see where it's been somewhat harmful, but am I a messenger am I a messenger? Am I being used as a messenger? Those are some things I really wanted to know. Maybe I think I should put those away. Well, like I said, this is for entertainment purposes only. And this is like my first time actually using these, and that was pretty cool. I don't have much patience for that. But it's like I feel like myself, I feel like I've had a guardian spirit with me. And unfortunately, I did grow up with the notion that, if it's not of God, it's of the devil. And I think I felt that was very oppressive. So far, I have not been, I only have a good feeling about what's going on. I don't feel like this is evil. And, how much more helpless can you be if you're dead? So, I I was told some things that uh, it's almost like, I'm an empath, and I can kind of, um, I get shown things, um, but it's not harmful. It's actually more helpful than anything. Um, but what I'm trying to say is, like, like I was telling somebody at a church, because I work at the church, and I was telling somebody that I had a guardian spirit, and the moment I said she, it's like some people are so ingrained in how they believe that, oh, that can't be of God because angels are not feminine or not women. It's like, really, did you go up there and look up their skirts? I mean, um, I think it's possible, but I think there's a lot of things we just don't know, and maybe we're just misinformed. And the thing is, it's like we're being taught the religion is like taught to control people. Um, we also have to have a spirit of discernment, and that I believe I have. There's been times I walk into a room and I can feel the negativity, the negative spirits, and I have to turn tail and go the other way. I've done that, like, okay, so when I go to Charles Island, and that's actually where I found a lot of the artifacts on the Tombolo going to Charles Island. Um, Walking up there, and just, finding the sloth teeth going up there. But when I got on the island, it was so negative there. It just, something was so unwelcoming, and I'd never been there before. Didn't know anything of it. It was just a trip my husband was taking me on. And after we left, I'm like, I have to find out something about this. I love looking up history, so I looked it up. Oh, wow, look it up yourself. It said it was thrice cursed. So it was a place that Native Americans had, or we'll say the indigenous people, that was their island. And then I guess there was a monastery on it. There was a lot of artifacts on it, but now it's more used as a bird sanctuary. Apparently, one of the pirates, Captain Kidd or something, might have hid his treasure on there. So it just felt very dark. So yeah, there just felt something very negative about it. And just the fact that, like, when the tide is up, that Tombolo is covered with water, but when it's down, there's a nice walking path, and the shells are just beautiful. They're shiny. I think I have a couple over here somewhere. If you give me a second, I will get them. Yeah, there's a lot of, like, I've made jewelry out of these. They're all polished down. It's called Silver Sands Beach. All right, well, that's been about 20 minutes, and so have a nice holiday, everyone.